Hello, hello, hello. I'm Andrea Stevens.
And I'm Jeanette Mejias, and we are Webs Women.
Where exposure brings strength. Good evening, morning, afternoon. What the hell is it? How are
That's all
you?
those things, girl.
Right,
All
right.
those things.
That's how I feel too. It's all jumbled up into one big mess.
Yeah, yeah, seriously. What's up? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Good. I can't
Yeah,
believe that the month is just about to be over.
I know. I know. We're getting
Um,
close.
we're
Getting
getting
close
close,
to the end of
and
February.
yeah, and this marks I guess our kickoff for the month of February.
Yeah, we've been gone
Because
for a little bit.
Well, yeah, because now,
Yeah.
news flash, we're not doing weekly recordings, but twice a month recordings.
Mm-hmm.
For now, right?
For
And
now.
so,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it's February, and a lot is going on the month of February. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we
I
had some
mean,
snow here in New Jersey, which I'm very happy about.
you had a lot of snow in New Jersey
Oh,
compared to even
girl, winter
here.
storm was in the house.
I saw
We had a
that.
snow day, I believe, right before Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just had a recent one, which was very pretty because it looked really nice. Lots of inches fell,
Mm-hmm.
was across the state.
Yeah.
Definitely here, the central part, we had 6 inches up in the north area, 11 and above.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere, everyone got a lot of inches of
Yeah.
snow, but it looks so beautiful.
I saw Roseanne's farm, the picture
Oh,
of the front of her house and the farm. It was so pretty. Yeah.
it was.
I've seen
What?
a
It was
lot of
soft
snow
snow.
pictures.
Yeah,
I
it
saw a
was.
lot of snow pictures from New Jersey, but
Yeah, it was soft
yeah.
snow, and you know what? It didn't, it didn't stick around
Yeah. It
for
never does
days.
out there. Never did.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I have to tell you, in all, as much as I do love snow. Everybody knows that. I said this to one of my colleagues in one of our meetings today because she knows I'm a snow freak. And I said, I know you're going to be surprised when I tell you this, but I'm kind of over winter right now. I got my snow fix. And
Yeah.
that's it. I'm good. Now I'm ready for winter to phase out and let a new season,
Yeah.
come in.
Yeah.
But soon enough.
I think it's going to be 60 degrees here next week.
Yeah, it's gonna same. I think we're like mid 50s over here.
Yeah.
So
Crazy, right?
yeah, but this is good because we'll have longer days ahead of
Yeah.
us, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready
Me
for it.
too. Be done. I
Yeah,
mean, I
yeah.
guess I'll take my tree down when it's 60 degrees. Maybe. We'll see.
Oh, well, the tree will still look nice and fluffy because it's a artificial tree. So that's the bonus of
Well, you
our
can see it
artificial
behind
trees.
me. It's nice and not even, the
Yeah.
lights aren't even on. Usually at night, I like to put the lights on because it just makes me feel good, you know,
Yeah. I love
peaceful.
I love trees. I have little mini trees all around, like in the bathroom, my coffee bar, like little tiny
Mm,
mini trees. They're just
I don't. I have a little palm
happy
tree.
vibes.
I have palm trees that go on my front porch in the summer, and now in the winter they stay inside so I can pretend I'm in Arizona.
Oh, there you go. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. Nothing
No.
wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to kind of kick off a discussion
Mm-hmm.
about
What do you?
truth,
Okay.
and how important it is to own your truth, stay in your truth, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
just
It's
be
good. That's a good
genuinely a honest and sincere person. And I find that nowadays, what I'm finding is that people just can't stay in their truth. Like there's always
yeah.
has to be embellishments or white lies or,
Mm-hmm.
you know, um, no sincerity, disingenuous,
Mm-hmm.
and I could pick up on those vibes. Thank goodness I have that discernment. But
Yeah.
it's like, why? Why not just be in your truth,
Yeah. I wrote about a
right?
lot of that in my book with owning your truth. And I say,
Well,
own your
this
truth,
is
own your
perfect.
truth, own your truth, own your truth.
This is
I say it
perfect.
all the
So
time. Yeah.
So let's unpack that for a couple of minutes. So what what is it that lands in your heart when it comes to truth? What how does that speak to you? Because everybody has a different definition of truth, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah. I mean, I think I will say that for me, I express myself all the time, maybe too much. I say what I mean. I mean what I say. I say a lot, but I mean everything that I say.
yeah.
And sometimes I do say too much, but I think sometimes you don't have to tell everybody everything, right? Like just when you say own your truth, own who you are as a person and what your beliefs are and I guess just mean what you say and say what you mean, right?
Right.
Integrity is what is going on in your head, what comes out of your mouth, and the things that you do all align.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So integrity is all of those three things, right? What you're thinking, what you're saying, and what you're doing
Mm-hmm.
all come into play,
Yeah.
right? And so that is to me, integrity is truth. I mean, like everything that's going on, whether it's in, you know what I mean? You don't have to express everything.
Right, right,
But if
right.
someone is asking you a question, you expect an honest answer. When you ask your child, what are you doing? And they're like sleeping when really they're playing video games quietly, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, I'm sleep. Oh, I was sleeping. No, you weren't. That's a lie. No, you weren't.
Right.
Right. And like, just tell me, mom, I just wanted to finish this game. Right. You didn't have to lie to me. You don't have to say you were sleeping because you
And
weren't.
I have to say that by being truthful, people respect you more for that.
Oh, absolutely.
I may not be happy with what you're saying to me,
Right.
but I respect the
Right.
fact that you kept it real and you're just
Right.
being straight up with me. And I
Right.
love that. And I love
Me
when
too. Yeah.
people can, like I know with you, what you see is what you get. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's no,
There's no bullshit. Nope.
that's
Not
it.
having, not with me. It is what it is.
And
If
that,
I don't
right.
like you,
Right.
I mean, like, if I don't like you, I'm either going to tell you straight up, I don't like you. I'm not telling everybody else. I mean, if I did say it to somebody else, I'll tell you right to your face. Or I'm just not going to talk to you, period. I don't need to tell everybody I don't like you. I just don't like you.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
just done and I cut it off and it's over. Like, but
Right.
I'm not even going to talk to you in public and pretend. Like, I will just pretend I don't see you. It's the only pretending you're going to get out of me. And I'm going to keep on keeping
Well,
on. But
right. And I think
but at the same time, I think, yeah, what you see is what you got with.
I think too, like when you are true to yourself,
Mhm.
not wavering in terms of,
Yeah.
not bending, like not following what other people are doing. Like,
Right.
hey,
Right.
listen, no disrespect. That's all cool if that's your thing, but that's not mine.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do it because, you know,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of asked, can you just take one for the team? No, I can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, but I won't, I can't. It's not who I am. And that just doesn't bode well with me. And then it questions my own integrity.
Right.
Because I always feel like when you're in you and you're in your truth and you show up that way, there's something about that, first of all, I mean, people see it and they respect that. I always say
Mhm.
respect, that's like
Yeah.
huge,
Yeah. Oh,
you
absolutely.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do think too, um, oh, I was going to make a point. See, my brain is not functioning. What was I going to say? Shoot. I was going to bring up the whole following thing and, being a follower, because
Hmm.
growing up, I know that especially every parent that is, at least maybe even now parents here, but in this town specifically, I don't know one parent as far as my age. I don't know one parent that has never said, if so and so jumps over the falls, are you going to jump over the falls?
Right,
That was
right.
like in Niagara Falls, right?
Yeah.
Growing up here, it was every parent. If it didn't come out of your parent's mouth, I'm shocked.
And for us, it's
And
like
I'd
if your
want you,
friend
right?
jumps off the bridge, you gonna jump off the bridge too?
Yeah, but it was
Like, you-
always, if your friend's going to jump over the falls, are you going to jump over the falls? Like that's was the whole Niagara Falls. That was
yeah.
every parent. And I say that now too to my son. So it's funny when you say, are you, a follower? But I think too, a follower, it's not your truth, right? If you're the follower, it's not your truth. If you're the one that's, the leader of the pack, it's probably your truth, right? That everybody's following in their footsteps, So there is something to that. But I also think that when you just give the truth, especially if someone asks you something, right? Answer truthfully, just say it like
Yeah,
it
I
is and
agree.
call it a day and let the cards fall where they're going to fall.
Mm-hmm.
But, I do, I appreciate, I think too is like, even if you don't like what someone says to you, it is what it is, right? You accept it, you
Mm-hmm.
move on at your pace, but it is what it is.
Right.
You're either going to go, I mean, I think, you have a friendship, right? If someone, I mean, I don't know. I will just say for me, like if we are close friends and you lie to me,
Yeah.
there
Like what's
there's I have trouble coming back from that.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I just do.
Yeah, and that leads back to, one of our episodes, earlier episodes or mid episodes, episode 63, the circle of trusts.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I mean that
Yeah,
that in itself,
yeah.
when you can't trust someone or move on because,
Mm-hmm.
they have clearly violated um your trust. I mean, that
Yeah,
episode itself, that's a good one to even revisit
yeah.
for folks who are listening.
But
But
I
I
mean, even for anything, like if you're talking to someone, right, and it's okay, like somebody's like, oh, I love pasta, right? And then this other person's like, oh yeah, I love pasta. When really they don't. Like, why? Why those little like
well like
why follow what someone else is saying? Like I keep coming back to I watched Mean Girls. I watched Mean Girls this weekend. So I come back to Mean Girls, right? They all follow, they're all following what's her face? What's her face? My God,
I don't know.
here we
I
go
haven't
again.
watched that movie in
I
so
can't even
long.
think. Yeah, they all follow the one girl, right? Her name's an R. It begins with an R. God,
Oh,
my
the one from the
gosh.
Notebook?
Yeah, what's her
Rachel,
name? Yeah,
Rachel,
yeah, but it wasn't Rachel in it was.
the blonde,
Oh
the
my
popular one,
gosh, yes. But what's her name in the movie?
the drug addict,
What? She's not a drug
Lindsay
addict.
Lohan.
No, no.
Sorry, sorry, I don't mean to offend people. I just said what come.
No.
Well,
I'm
she's not
like,
a,
who?
she was a drug
Wait,
addict. She was an
what?
alcoholic. Whatever. Substance abuse is substance abuse.
No, I,
Oh no, so she did both. But I mean, she's fully recovered. I'm not shaming. And I'm not editing this. So
okay.
whatever. I'm on no sleep. I got freaking gastro problems.
And that's the truth. I'm gonna cry. I can't. I don't think I don't think I've ever laughed this hard on a episode. It's Regina. Her name is Regina.
Okay.
Don't you remember
And your
Regina?
point?
My gosh. My point was that everybody followed that girl, right? No
Oh
matter what she
God.
did, everybody followed her. Like, and did whatever she said and acted the way
Right.
she wanted and just to be a
Oh,
part of that group. And
oh
and
God.
then my God, I got tears. But Regina George, my gosh, it took me laughing hysterically and crying
Well,
to figure that out. Yeah. Anyway,
I'll
everybody
tell you what
follows, right?
bothers me about truth. Well, I have a Zoom call, work Zoom call. Yep. I don't even care. I'm putting it out there. You listen to it, you're on blast. Oh well. So I'm waiting like a fool. It's a 2 o'clock to 2:30 call. So happens that my other colleague and I started a conversation. And I'm like, what gives, man? It's like 10 after. Like, what's going on? I'm going to have to send an email. I go, you know what? Nah, get it. I'm just going to end the call. We'll just reschedule. But we started getting on this whole thing, right? And it's like 2:20, 2:20. The person shows up
Oh
in
gosh.
the waiting room. And I'm like, what in the world? So I'm like, you know what? Let the person in. I said, what happened? You got like 10 minutes. I go, and you're lucky we're still here. I mean, we just happened. Oh, I've been in the waiting room. Lies, lies, lies. I'm going to tell you why. And all Zoom account holders know this. When someone enters your room, you get an email that
All
says,
right. It's a
the
somebody's
person just
still
joined
waiting. Or there's
your
yeah,
Zoom.
someone's
I didn't
waiting
get
in the
that
waiting room.
message. I was like, girl, bye with your lies. I was like, just be honest and
Yeah.
say, I screwed up. I forgot about the call or
Right.
whatever. And I'm sitting there like, really?
I'm shocked that you didn't say.
I
I
was
can't
like,
see.
no. I was like, I'm sorry. What do you mean you've been waiting? This has been open since 2 o'clock. I didn't get a message. She goes, oh, that's odd.
Not really, because you weren't there.
Yes. Just be truthful.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
See,
truth.
and I think too, I will tell you, I call people out on the truth all the
Well,
time.
yeah,
And
you have
I've
to.
stopped now because now I'm just saying fuck it. And I don't even want to know, get the hell out of here, right? Like whatever at this point.
Right,
But
right.
I think too, it's you know what?
Oh God.
It's just say what you gotta say.
That's
And
it.
when you call people out though, they don't like you. Just so you know.
No, no.
They don't like you, boy.
You know
No.
what's funny? And I think we can end it on this. And I don't have, you know, the words like verbatim, but
You don't have the words. What?
well, it's not my words, right? So Sharon Stone is interviewed by somebody,
Mhm.
and she said that everybody likes you as long as you say yes to them. But the
Mhm.
minute you set boundaries
Mhm.
and it's a no,
Yeah.
now you're not really like that much. And the whole message about that was like, she was like, and I'm okay with that. Like, like she's got to do what's for her. And I think that was a very powerful message
Mhm.
because it's so true. Like you have to harness your power, right? And harnessing your power, that's one example. But for me, is like own your truth.
Oh, you're
Say
true.
the truth. The truth will set you free.
The truth will set you free.
Well, I think we're going to close it on that note. Um,
Okay.
thank you for having this conversation with me, Andrea. I
This is
almost
fun.
thought this was going to be the Andrea podcast tonight because I had nothing in my brain tank.
And then you
But
just let it all out.
no, because hey, you got to keep it real. I mean, if you're not keeping it real,
Yeah.
then what are we doing, right?
Right.
So, but anyhow, it's good to see you. It's good to catch up before we aired.
Mhm.
And I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Remember,
Sounds
everyone,
good.
you're listening to Webb's Women.
Where exposure brings strength.